One of his major advisors says, elect more communists. The mayor stands by someone who says things like, if you don't believe in the government's sacred right to seize private property, it's over.
When people say democratic socialist, right, and I'm curious what you think this means. I mean, do you like capitalism?
No, I have many critiques of capitalism.
I think the reality is that for centuries we've really treated property as an individualized good and not a collective good, and we are going to transitioning to treating it as a collective good and towards a model of shared equity will require that we think about it differently, and it will mean that families, especially white families, but some POC families who are homeowners as well, are going to have a different relationship to property than the one that we currently have.
We have to continue to elect more socialists, and we have to ensure that we are unapologetic about our socialism, the end goal of seizing the means of production.
Oh yeah, there's a great campaign slogan for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, former radical leftist Bill Maher is here. He is clowning Zohran Mamdani for being a straight up communist. What's crazy is that back in the day, Bill Maher would have been considered the radical leftist. Like I said, former radical leftist, because he's still on the left. He's still far left, but he didn't kind of like go off that cliff, right? He didn't go off the deep end, but a lot of America has, and it's very sad, including in New York with this woke mayor Zohran Mamdani, the communist. So I'm going to go ahead and react to him discussing Mamdani here and roasting the crap out of him. Let's get into this. By the way, guys, there's a new feature on YouTube where you can hype videos. So be sure to like the video, hype the video. It helps out a lot. Appreciate you.
It matters that the mayor stands by, and so I assume stands with, someone who says things like, if you don't believe in the government's sacred right to seize private property, it's over. Seize private property. Home ownership is racist. Elect more communists.
Wow.
Private property, especially home ownership, is a weapon of white supremacy. Really? Even among the 20 million black Americans who own their own home? I mean, these are the kind of utterances I might forgive as something a dumb white girl said while she was at Bryn Mawr. Because it's the kind of privilege hating you can only learn for $95,000 a year. But these are statements made as an adult. Yes, for co-eds from elite private colleges, you're only a lesbian until graduation, but the communism lasts a lifetime. Democrats seem to be having this debate whether or not Mayor Mamdani is a socialist or a democratic socialist. Let me settle it. He's a straight-up communist.
Fact.
How do I know this?
Admit it.
Well, I'm reading between the lines when one of his major advisors says, elect more communists, which is fine.
That's what I was about to say. Didn't his major advisor literally say, elect more communists? So it's not like anybody's just making it up. They're trying to slow walk people down this path to communism. They're trying to slowly condition people into accepting communism by calling it socialism or democrat socialism, which isn't even a thing, by the way, which is inevitably just communism light, if you want to be honest with it. Like, they haven't gone full-blown communism, but inevitably that is the goal, especially if you're talking about stripping private property. A lot of these things are things that literally are against amendments of the Constitution, which there's a reason why the Constitution was written the way that it was, because in other places, such as in Britain, then they would do things like strip private property and give crazy, unreasonable fines and punishments for criminality and all kinds of just ridiculous things, criminalize things that you would say, which in the UK, they're still doing, by the way. Let's keep going.
It's fine. It's a belief system. He's allowed to believe it, and people are allowed to vote for it. But if liberals deny it, like he's just going through a goth phase, they're going to lose more elections. This is not a communist country. And this is the pendulum never lands in the middle problem I'm always bitching about. Really, the choices we get here are either the worst version of crony capitalism Or communism? Either a side deal for the Trump family every time he does business overseas? Or the lady who says, impoverish the white middle class? Oh, yeah,
Wow.
There's a great campaign slogan for you. Honestly, as New York mayoral races go, I was less creeped out by Anthony Weiner's dick.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bill Maher, he has a very valid point here. I haven't talked about Zohran Mamdani, the guy who can't bench 135. So I haven't talked about him probably since that video.
This is how you move up in the poll. This is how you move up in the poll. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah. Let me get one more. Let me get three. Let me get three. Let me get three. Yeah.
Bro, you're trash, bro. Is them tears, bro?
Or maybe when he was elected, I can't remember which one, but this is what those people wanted. They've heard all of this, but the TDS was too strong, okay? It was too powerful, so they voted for Zohran Mamdani anyway. So they don't care about communism.
Well, their talking points and ideology sounds like the same thing I heard growing up under Mao's regime. They are communists. And the core value of communism is destroy all private properties. When Mao took over China, he killed 2 million landlords who own properties. And he said the land, it belongs to the people. All the property belongs to the people. What he means is actually the government and the state. So people who worship communism, democrat socialism, like Mamdani, they have lived under one real oppressive regime.
They're not rich. So that's the key thing. If they're not rich, if they don't make a lot of money, they don't care how much money you take from other people, as long as they get it. But of course, they don't understand the ramifications to themselves. But at least for the time being, they don't want to care. They just want to punish those who have more for whatever reason that they manage to get more, and feel like that is giving them some sort of sense of accomplishment for a lot of people. It's not really about uplifting the middle class so much as tearing the people on the top down to the level of where they're at. That said, I don't really see how anybody could justify things like elect more communists, communism good, private property bad. I don't get that. Even with TDS, that sounds like a horrible mistake.
And obviously, you know, that ties back to the campaign promise of affordability. People have been watching what that looks like now that you're in office, and also the staff that you've put in place around you. Your pick to be the director of the mayor's office to protect tenants has been facing some criticism, as you know, for a 2019 comment that she had made. She said that home ownership is a weapon of white supremacy and that property should be treated as a, quote, collective good. Are those sentiments that you agree with, Mayor?
No, not at all. I hired our executive director for the mayor's office to protect tenants, not on the basis of her tweets, but on the basis of the work that she has done.
That's cap, and you know it.
That's cap! That's cap! That's cap!
But these are just my thoughts, guys. Let me know what you guys think. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm out. Big shout out to my members, Cybernoodle, 655, Bella Scott, and Carpentier John. Could not do it without you.
Former Mayor Eric Adams said that you were, quote, out of your effing mind. That was in response to a resurfaced tweet from way back when, something you'd said on Twitter about home ownership being a tool of white supremacy.